What's up, gamers? It's your boy, JKon. Welcome to another video. Split 1 has completed across all the 4 VCT regions and playoffs is about to begin. So of course with playoffs comes pickems, and in this video we'll be going through my pickems for playoffs and kind of my guesses for them. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Sorry that I haven't been posting too many videos recently. I've just been, a little bit preoccupied. Plus, I've been streaming a little bit more consistently on my channel, so go check me out over there. I do play a little bit more games outside of just Valorant, so if you ever want to hang out and vibe, slide through anytime. You're always welcome. Anyways, without further delay, let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we can take a look at my Pacific pickems that I made last week, and boy oh boy were my pickems absolutely terribly horribly freaking wrong, because as you can see we are off to a terrible start. I did get the first 2 guesses correct in the knockout stages, but T1 taking the win over Gen G, kind of a big surprise there. I don't know why I doubted them, but my paper boys, I said I wouldn't doubt them, but yeah, here I did put them on a lower bracket run. So I don't really know if that's really happening, because obviously it can't, as Paper Rex have made it to the grand finals already, being T1. So in my guess, between T1 and Gen G to make it to the grand finals, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with T1 on the run back against Paper Rex in the grand finals, and then Paper Rex will win it. So those are my predictions for Pacific. Obviously I got a lot of them wrong in the first place, but yeah. Overall, we got 105 points, so we're in the top 4.4% in Pacific, which is not that bad considering how many upsets and how crazy the split was overall. So I'll take that. Heading over to EMEA, currently I'm at the 6.6%. Unfortunately for EMEA, I believe I missed a week. Yeah, in week 3 I completely missed a week here. I believe I got 4 out of 6 correct on this week regardless of it. But anyways, heading into playoffs, an absolute heartbreaker for some teams and craziness overall. But Team Liquid and Fnatic both end up making and qualifying to playoffs instead of BBL. And I'm just kind of sad about that. I was really rooting for BBL. I was really high on their train. And unfortunately, they didn't make it because of the last week, because all the chaos that happened in this week, man. Look, I got half the games wrong. It was absolutely insane that happened in EMEA. But anyways, it leads us to the playoffs here, where we have Fnatic taking on Team Liquid. I'm still kind of iffy on Team Liquid overall, and Fnatic a little bit more on the ups, but I don't know. Both of these teams, like Liquid had a 3% chance to make it in, and they made it in. Although granted, they did stomp their last matchup. I just have more faith in the Fnatic boys here. Now, the second matchup, Na'Vi versus Team Heretics. This one I'm so torn on. I've been torn on this all day because I really like Na'Vi and I think they've been playing well. But Team Heretics have Woot and he's been looking insane. So because I'm just on the Woot train, I'm going to go with Woot. It's kind of weird to see Na'Vi not make it to another international event here, but just the way the playoff kind of structure worked out, it kind of sucks that 2 of the better teams are facing against one another, right? And then like this all upper side bracket seems extremely weak comparatively, in my opinion. Anyways, Karmine Corp versus Fnatic. Do I think Karmine Corp will beat Fnatic? Ooh, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go Karmine Corp. What is the color? La blue. All right, Foot versus Team Heretics. I think Foot are the best team in the region right now, so I'm gonna put that, even though I'm so high on the Woot train. Foot, I just really like Foot, man. Lower bracket, Fnatic versus Team Heretics. I'm taking TH here. Oh wait, am I saying that Karmine Corp are gonna go? Wait, does that mean Karmine Corp is gonna go to Shanghai then if they win this? No, I don't have faith in that then. I'm swapping it. I'm putting Fnatic. I think Fnatic can make it to Shanghai through this week, this bracket up here. And then in the rematch, Karmine Corp versus Heretics, I'm going to go with Heretics. Foot take it over Fnatic. Heretics take it over them. Who's going to want it more, Foot or Team Heretics to win it all? I'm going to go with... I'm going to believe in CNED. We're going to believe in CNED. All right, so those are my pickems for EMEA playoffs. We'll see how it happens. I mean, honestly, the pickems for this kind of really sucks, because if you get one of these matches wrong, then you can get like the whole thing wrong. but I guess we'll wait and see. Now heading over to China. China is definitely a very interesting one that's going to be starting very soon. Trace versus AG. I am so surprised, but also shout out to AG and Nova for both making it to playoffs. I was not expecting either of these teams to make it to playoffs at the beginning of the year, and I genuinely thought that they had weaker rosters. Nova bringing in Swirl and looking really good with him. I mean, Swirl's been popping off. Oh, we're top 4.4%, dude. We suck. But Swirl is really good. And Nova, I mean, yeah, talking about that. And then for all gamers, I don't know what they did with this team, man, but they absolutely turned it around. And I believe they just got some really close wins, right? And it's so weird. They had such an up and down season. They beat DRG. They got absolutely stomped by Wolves after they threw like 2 maps in a row. They 2-0 BOG. They beat Nova. And then they get 0-2'd by ADG. So they made it in by barely like inching into the playoffs, and I still have so many question marks about this team. I'm not confident in them at all, and to me the top 3 teams are up here, so I'm gonna go with Trace because I've been on that Trace train, you already know. DRG versus Nova. I'm gonna go DRG, you know, funny dragon team, just because I like DRG. I also think that they've been playing quite well, and Vukashu's a freaking beast, man. Yes, they did lose to Tai Lu in their last matchup, but they've taken down some pretty solid teams, and I don't know. I mean, I just think in Vukashu, it's going to be Vukashu versus Swirl. It's going to be a fun matchup. FPX versus Trace. I'm going to go with FPX. I think FPX look really strong right now. They look absolutely dominant right now. Although the Clove pickup obviously did not work out in their last matchup, FPX still have a lot of very fun variations to their comps and the way they play, so I'm confident in them. EDG, I'm going to go... Yeah, I'm going to go EDG beats DRG to qualify for Shanghai. And then we're going to put Trace over DRG. And I believe FPX will win the first matchup. Oops, sorry. FPX is going to win the first matchup. And EDG will win the second matchup, with EDG taking home the prize. Because that's just how China usually is. So, there you go. Those are my pick'ems for China. And last but not least, we have Americas. And man, America's going to be such an interesting playoff. It is starting soon, so I will be streaming it, so catch me live on my Twitch channel there, co-streaming these playoffs here. But man, oh man, is it gonna be interesting. We have Cloud9 taking on G2 Esports, and I am very torn on this one. Top 4% on this one, that's not too bad. Same thing as China, still suck, but anyways, Cloud9 versus G2. Cloud9 have been absolutely popping off with Oxy. G2, I don't want to take too much from their last matchup against Loud, even though they got Boombo clouded. I think just getting the minimum rounds is kind of what they're looking for. But in Oxy, I trust. Okay, I'm going Cloud9. 100 Thieves versus Loud. Okay, this is such a tough matchup because I think whoever wins this one will make it to Shanghai. That's my guess. And that's kind of will go down to the predictions here. 100 Thieves have been looking really good recently. I still am very iffy on their split comp because I don't like JKon on that map. The Fade, I was questionable at first, but they proved the Fade very well, in my opinion. I think EU plays the Fade very well on that map. But I think if you ban Bind away from them, they're definitely a little bit more susceptible to be like beaten. So I can't doubt Sadok though, man. I feel like every time I doubt Sadok, it never goes well. And to think that Loud are not going to make it to an international event, their first one, I don't think they're going to have the streak broken. As much as I want to go on the 100 Thieves train, I'm going with Loud. Maybe they'll bite me in the ass. But their last match, even though it was against G2, they looked so dominant. Even their matchup before that, they looked really good. So I'm on the Loud train. Crew versus Cloud9. Give me that Croupium, baby. We're going Crew. Lev versus Loud. I think Lev will beat them. I think Lev are in really top form right now. I think Lev are super good. It's super nice to see this team that we were promised, that we were expecting to be super good, and now they're really firing. It's nice to see that it's just not the Aspas show where he has to backpack with 50 kills in order to carry them across the line. But no, like Tex and Mazzino have really stepped up. King has always been firing, so Lev look really good. So I'm gonna go with them there. In the lower bracket, Loud will beat Cloud9. Crew versus Lev. I think Lev will win the upper final and Crew will go down to the lower final. I think Loud will be happy with just qualifying, and I think Crew will want this more. So I'm going to go Crew. And then Crew versus Lev in the grand finals. I'm on the full Croupium, baby. I think Lev will just be happy that they're able to qualify. I don't know how important the first seed to win is. I wonder what they're going to do with the top seeds who win the grand finals, because yeah, it might be just for seeding thing, but I wonder if they're just going to do 3 groups of 4. But then there's going to be one region that will have to play their own team in their own matchup. So I don't know how they're going to do it. It's going to be interesting to see what the format for Shanghai is going to be. But we're on that Croupium, baby. There you go. Submitted. All right, ladies and gentlemen, those are my pick'ems for the playoffs that are starting tomorrow. So you know what, we got a lot of great Valorant coming out this week, so stay tuned for more. Hopefully I'll be able to come out with more content talking about the game and what's been happening. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay hydrated. Peace.